Hi, welcome. In this video, I'd like to discuss the context of when I talk about interaction based and helping people understand what that means in terms of, especially when you contrast that against just what's so popular in the dog training world. All these trainers and all these individuals approaching training as a learning based exercise, finding some way to motivate the dog. And what I tell people is that's entirely the wrong way to approach it. Okay, that is the kind of go-to. But understand, I want people to really understand when you do that. Just think about that. When you do that, what are you doing? For a dog that already has gained control, you're trying to build a picture. Okay, you're trying to frame up a picture with just through at a response level. Here's the thing: is you get a relationship problem. And so ask yourself the question, how do you focus on actually fixing the relationship? Dogs are social animals. So I encourage you to take everything I say and apply it to my human example. Things will make complete sense. If you were to do this with a relationship problem with a selfish child, and you just engage the relationship problem at that level, saying, I'm gonna motivate this child to respond in certain ways that typically just at an appearance level would represent that good things are happening. You can't do that, okay? You can do that, and this is what all these trainers are doing. But if you choose to do it that way, understand what you're setting yourself up to be deceived, okay? And this is why all people wonder why this stuff doesn't line up for between dogs and owners, is because all these trainers are just totally superficially focused. They have never asked the questions, okay? They never asked the tough questions years ago when they first started. And now, look what's happening, okay? And so, so just understand, when I talk about interaction-based, don't buy into this, because people will just take this popular narrative and then contrast that and then say, well, it must mean this. It must mean that it's using force and all. Don't buy into that. Try to think about it this way, okay? If you're a parent, instead of approaching it the way that is popular, okay, not in a good way, just building a picture and motivating at a response level, you need to interact with your child, right? You have to invest in the relationship at a deeper level. You have to interact, engage so when you think about it that way, by interactions does not mean being unreasonable, okay? This system trains, it's about what's reasonable. So the motivation is the dog accepts it, okay, because it's what makes sense. So I'd encourage you to really think about what I'm saying, because all these trainers have it completely wrong, and they're trying to somehow find a way out of this, and it's all hit a tipping point, and this ideology, because here's the thing, is this ideology has to take its natural course, which it's doing now. And so it's like, and now you're seeing this, now you're really seeing it. And that's what's going to happen. People are going to ask more questions. What's going on? So I would encourage you to really look at what I show. This system of training answers the questions. I asked these questions years and years ago. And so just understand, when all these trainers are offended and upset and complaining, they never ask the questions. Okay, so how can they possibly have anything to say about it? Because when I talk about deeper things, I talk about, why I don't approach training as a learning-based exercise. I looked, and this is the thing to understand, I looked really hard at that stuff years ago and lined it up, okay? I really looked at it hard, and, and so it has no redemptive value. Just understand, there's nothing to be gained from approaching it that way. All you're going to do is deceive yourself, deceive other people, and understand these trainers, a lot of them can't back out of it now. So, it doesn't matter what they say. I already understand and know they've set up shop. They're totally sold out to it. And what else can they say? They have to, now they're in a trade-off situation, because there's nothing redemptive in approaching training that way. So there's no way out. They have to totally, they have to make a trade-off, and a lot of them aren't going to do it. So, I never did what they did. I never just, conformed to this problem just to make money and to be popular. So even popularity is twisted. So again, I encourage anyone that's looking at understanding, what is interaction based. It's about what's reasonable. It's about what makes sense. It's about dogs being social animals. And it's about fading into the picture the right way. It's about, you know, making sure that relationship change really happens between you and your dog. So if you have any questions, contact me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Thanks for watching.